I'd say we got 2 days where it was family time. Yeah.
Now you're back. You got 2 games in 2 nights against two pretty solid opponents. How do you
Well, the
expect?
whole month is against solid opponents. I mean, we play Washington, play the Oilers in the back-to-back, then we play Pittsburgh, we play Toronto twice, Columbus twice. So it's the whole month is a real tough month, and we knew that. So, um, you know, we're doing great before Christmas. And the last 3 games, all 3 of them were right in the game. We could have won all 3. So we just want to make sure they were a little sharper. Power play was really hot before Christmas, and we lost our sharpness before these 3 games. So we want to do a bit better there. 5-on-5, we're really not giving much. So I think in that respect, we don't want to change anything. But we're aware of their firepower. That's a team that's played good lately. So we're aware we're going to need we need our best, and we're going to have to build our game up because we've been away for 5 days now. It's just the first day on the ice, and so it's one of those days where you want to keep that first period very simple.
I heard you say get the habits back.
Yeah.
What are you kind of looking for from Friday night 7 p.m. practice after a break like that?
Well, the first thing is get something at the same time as the game tomorrow. 2 is the fact that if the guys were going to get a real break, I wanted them to have the possibility to come in the morning today or at lunchtime so that they had a full day yesterday, because it's cut short. Once you start your break on Monday, by the time you travel or whatever you're doing, and then you got to get back on Thursday, it's 2 days off really. So I wanted to make sure that they had 3 days off. So that's why we pushed to practice later. And I think it gave us also more time to work. So we were here early today and made sure that everything was set for us to get ready for the games that are coming.
You said you had 2 days family. Your other 3 days, you're working.
No, well, there's work to be done. I think the important part is that the players got the rest that they needed. I think as a staff, we got what we needed, but I think there's a lot of work to be done. We want to get ready for these games. If you look at what we were hoping before the season, if you would have told us we'd be right where we are right now at this time of the year, I think everybody would have jumped on it. So we've done the job to be in the mix and be in the dogfight that we see right now in our division, in all divisions. So right now that we're in it, we got to push, and it's going to be a real tough month. And we needed a fresh mind. That was our moment where everybody could get a fresh mind. So we're back fresh.
You were in Switzerland where there are breaks built in the
Yeah.
calendar. How does the team typically respond? Is there a way your team responds after a long break?
You want the truth or the political answer? I think the reality is I've never seen a team come back and be sharp in any of the breaks in 3 years, and Mark, it's in 4 years. So the reality is we're going to have to be to keep our game very, very simple. We beat San Jose after their week because, you could see the game at first, and you could see them surging in the third period. They were right there, and we got to expect that we are not going to be necessarily at our sharpest to start the game, but we have to be able to build it up and still be in the game after 10 minutes and 15 and 20 minutes. So that's being realistic. Being hopeful is, we start the game, we look great, and everything is perfect. But I've been coaching for 20 years, and you're right. In Europe, you get a break about every month and a half, and we've tried everything. Hard practice, short practice, long practice, no practice, morning skate, no morning skate. You name it. The end result was always the same: is you got to get into a game, and the only way to really get your game legs back and your game momentum back is being in the game. So we got to be building our game up as the game goes on.
You're going to have Zach Smith back at the
Yes, that's going to help us. I think when you look at our games, maybe the 5-6 games before Christmas, Zach Smith was one of the big reasons why we were having success. It's the depth that it created with having him play with Boucher and Stone. Really made it difficult for the opponents to be able to match our 3 offensive lines, and it gave our fourth line a boost also. So I think having him back is really welcome for us. He plays on PK, he plays power play, he plays 5-on-5, he plays shutdown, so he plays also again with the first line sometimes. So he's been an important part of our team, and to have him back is really welcome.
How much World Junior were you able to watch?
Some games, some periods, and obviously yesterday. I mean, that was a big game. Wanted to make sure we saw that, and that was a gig. It's as advertised. I mean, two terrific teams that are going at each other, and went down to the wire. I just hate the fact that these games are decided by shootout, but that's just my personal opinion. It's a team sport, and I always like the team ending, but that's the way it is.
Any surprises or from the Sens prospect? Were they as you thought they were going to be?
Well, I thought they had a very good tournament. If you look at, obviously, Shabbat played terrific, and White, I think, was like a really big leader on the U.S. team, and we've also had some guys on the Swedish team. So, in terms of prospect, I think we can be very happy about the guys that are coming up. When are they going to be ready? We don't know, but certainly in the near future, these guys have a chance to be with us.
Greg Anderson, McShenney's change in schedule. He's here. Is he going to help you guys?
No, I think right now for Craig is just to get back and get some ice time, just to get the feel and slowly get the shape. And there's still moments to manage in the next weeks. And like I said, the target is the end of the month, beginning of the next month. That remains the target.